Hi, I'm Karen Cortell Reisman, President of Speak for Yourself, and welcome to part 3 of a very short 4-part series on how to give a presentation and have your nerves working for you and not against you. And this can be used when you're giving a report to your board of directors, or whether you are the vice president talking to your various teams from around the world, or in a personal situation. Let's say you're volunteering for your church, synagogue, or mosque, or you're doing anything where you have to stand up. How do you keep those nerves working for you rather than against you? And this particular video is about what you can do during the presentation. Number 1, be in control of your physical side effects. I'm not saying you're going to get rid of your physical side effects. We talked about in the first part of the series that nerves aren't going to go away. We just have to figure out a way to compensate for them. So I ask you, how does your nervousness show up? Do you get hot and sweaty? Do you get a blotchy neck? Does your voice quiver? Do your hands shake? Do you get a dry mouth? Whatever it is, know it ahead of time and then know how to compensate. Be in control of your physical side effects. For me, I can get very, very warm. And so I am not going to wear cashmere or wool or 25 different layers. I'll just get miserable and hot. So be in control of your physical side effects. Number 2 on my list, I call them techniques. You can think of them as tricks, but these techniques are ways that if suddenly you're thrust into center stage and you really aren't that prepared, you don't really know what you're going to do, here's some things you can do to divert the attention for a few minutes. What you can do is you get up there and then you immediately stop the person that introduced you and go, hold on, Paul, let me say thank you. Everybody, let's give Paul a round of applause. Let's thank you. You really are a meeting professional extraordinaire. And if it weren't for you, we couldn't be here. So you can spend a few seconds. You haven't started talking yet. You've created attention not on you as much as on Paul. And that way you can just get a little bit more comfortable. So that's one technique. Another technique is to immediately have the audience do something. Again, you're not thrust into talking. You just say, everybody stand up. And if you've been in this industry for 10 years or less, please sit down. Just have them do something. Everybody stand up. I usually have people do something the minute I get up there because I want to involve them, and so I have them stand up and do something. You can even just ask a question. So how many of you have been very, very nervous when you've given a presentation? And just start the make it a Q&A. So these are some tricks to get the attention away from you. You can get a little more grounded, and then you can start. So number 1 is getting in control of your physical side effects. Number 2 is to do some of these techniques to get a little bit more comfortable. Number 3 is know your energy givers and your energy zappers. We have a lot of competition now when we speak. One thing is the phone. Next thing is the phone on the wrist, and next thing is the phone on the Fitbit, and you got a lot of competition, and if people are not listening to you, you might start to take it personally. But here's a little bit of my Zen thought for you today. We really don't know what kind of emotional baggage people are bringing to our table. How do we know what's going on in their lives? If they look miserable or they're distracted on their phones, don't take it personally. On the other hand, if everybody in the room is not connecting with you, give us a call. There probably is some kind of a problem, but if there's maybe 3 people out there that are your energy zappers, and you've got 97% of the people are listening to you and wanting to hear from you, then just go to them. Don't spend your energy or your eye contact on the energy zappers. And finally, I want you to remember my last thought for you. Human beings. Everybody in that room is a human being just like you. They really want to learn from you. They want to gain from you. And remember, they're just like you, whether they're this high on the totem pole or wherever they might be in your organization. Think of them as another human being, just a bunch of people just like you. Good luck when you give these presentations. We have a lot of fun working with professionals and decision makers on how you can communicate so that you make more money and grow your businesses. Thank you.